Hello there, fashion designers. Welcome to my YouTube channel. If you're new here, you're welcome, and if you're a returning subscriber, thank you so much for tuning in again. In today's video, I'll be showing you how I sew in cup chain to a dress. This is the best method on fixing cup chain. You can as well use gum, but it is not durable. That means after some few washing, the cup chain ends up coming out and your client will complain. So sewing in your cup chain is much better and very durable. So if you want to learn how to do this, make sure that you watch this video to the end. Let's get started. So to do this, the first thing you are going to do is draw out the pattern in which you are going to fix your cup chain. Alright, so for this video I'll be making use of 3 colors of cup chain, and I also got the matching thread. You can as well use an invisible thread if you want to. And also for the needle, I'll just be using this medium size needle. You can use any needle of your choice, okay, but not the biggest size, of course. This medium size should be the biggest one in which you should use so as to be comfortable. So to start with, I'll just go ahead to put my needle through the starting point of where I have drawn out, and then place the cup chain on it, and then push the thread by the side. Okay, you see it's crossing it. That is how to secure it. You bead away from one stone, then you move away from it about 2.5 inches or half inches away from it to the next one, and then you can cross it as well again. So this is how to do it. I'll explain more in details when I'm fixing the green one, but you can just watch and then learn how I'm fixing it. So yeah, I want to fix the green one. I'll pass in my needle out after tightening my thread. Okay, so you can see this is what it is like now. Like I said, you secure it away from one of the stones, okay, not two, it should be one of the stones. Then you move forward a bit, that's about 2.5 inches or 2.25 inches away. The closer it is, you know, the more secure it, the more firmer it is. So don't make use of 1 inch, just a little bit away. All right, and then you cross it down just like this, and then you pass in your needle on the pattern which you have drawn. Move forward a bit, about 0.5 inches, all right, or 2.5 inches preferably, depending on how secure you want it to be. All right, then you cross your thread, and then you pass in your needle again just like this. So the process continues this way down to when you are done. All right, so for your pattern, to draw out your design, make sure that you make use of a chalk, something that can be cleaned. One, secondly, because you'll be working, your hand might be all over the fabric, so don't use something that will end up cleaning quickly, so that you'll be able to see the design which you drew out. That is very, very important. So that is it for this video. I'll leave it to you to continue to watch. Thank you so much for watching. So if you have watched this video to this point, make sure that you like and also share to fellow fashion designers, advising them to stop using gum for their cup chain. You can sew it in, which is going to be very, very durable. Enjoy the rest of the video.